present Huddle Up, a great way to start your day with all the news, weather, and sports you need, interesting interviews, and friendly conversation from two guys that go together like Scooby and Shaggy. Mike Will and Tyson Havronic.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Huddle Up here on Extreme Sports, and welcome to a Thursday, the 18th day of December for 2025. Mike Will, Tyson Havronic, ready to start your day the right way with all of your news, weather, and sports that you need to get out the door here this morning. A lot to talk about here today. 4 Nebraska volleyball players were named to the American Volleyball Coaches Association All-American teams yesterday. We'll take a peek at that. The Nebraska baseball team will open the season at the MLB Desert Invitational for the second consecutive season. We'll see where the Huskers will be playing in early February. Nebraska running back Emmett Johnson continues to add to his list of postseason awards. He was named a first-team All-American all-purpose running back yesterday by the Sporting News. Hastings College women's basketball team, they went on the road last night and forced 42 turnovers in the game against the College of St. Mary's, and the Broncos were able to beat the Flames last night by the score of 100-58. The Hastings College men's basketball team, they'll continue their Texas road trip today with a game against Texas Wesleyan. Creighton men's and women's basketball teams came up winners yesterday. NCAA volleyball semifinals scheduled for tonight at the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City. Had some college football bowl games played last night. Another one on tap for tonight. And there's an NFL game tonight, the Rams and the Seahawks, to begin week number 16. So all that and more coming up for you this morning as you wake up with Mike and Tyson. Good morning in the Western Studios. It's going to be a windy day. Make sure you're buttoned down today. They say winds today could be gusting to like 50 or 60 miles per hour throughout the day today.
I guess. I don't know. Did it stop getting windy from last night, even at all? It felt like a hurricane was going through my house, and you've seen my house. Like, it's pretty steady. It's gonna, be held down and fairly quiet within thunderstorms. No, man, like, I couldn't get any sleep last night. That wind was just whipping through and howling, and I had to check my palm tree every, 5 minutes to make sure it wasn't blowing way down the street. It was a windy bitch last night.
Yeah,
so
Wyoming recorded a wind gust overnight of 144 miles per hour.
Why?
Because this front is going to move through, and it's coming from that direction. Wyoming, a wind gust of 144 miles per hour.
No, why is that a thing? Like, why is that even something that can be read? 144.
That's like
insane.
A hurricane.
That's hurricane winds.
Denver even had winds over 100 miles per hour. So that's what's headed this way. And again, we expect a windy day today. We could see wind gusts to like 70 miles per hour in some locations, is what they're saying. And Tim will update us on the weather here at 7:30. But I wanted to touch bases with the folks as we get up and get started here today. The wind has created some power problems in the city of Hastings. We understand Hastings Utilities are working on an outage in the northern section of the city of Hastings. So I'm glad you and I both have power. That didn't happen over the winter. That's one time this year. We were without power and couldn't do the show. But we have power. But we understand the northern sections of Hastings have a power outage. So if you have no power, you're probably, you might be listening to us on your cell phone.
You're probably saving your cell phone battery, right? Oh, God, I remember that blizzard. That took a hot minute. I think it was like probably around 1 o'clock by the time I finally got power back in and operational. That was a nasty day. So just reading between the comments here for Hastings Utilities, the electric distribution crews responded at 12:42 this morning to the outage that was affecting the northern edge of Hastings. There was a pole fire at 70th and Osborne. Crews continue to work on repairs. Power has already been restored for several of the affected customers, but power outage on the north side of town due to these high winds that have been whipping through 70 miles per hour. I kind of just want to stay inside today and not do anything, but I have to go to work. Bummed. This is the stuff that makes me upset during Christmas break. Like 70 mile per hour winds and having to go to work. It's enough to piss me off.
All right, we understand the crews are out on Highway 281, evidently fixing some stuff out that way. So I know there's lots of folks out that way. I know the TV station is without power this morning, so they had to go to their backup studios with the Grand Island Bureau to get the morning stuff on. So the outage affecting some folks out that way. Anyway, that's how we start our day here today. Lots of news and notes we will discuss. I want to get your reaction to Tua. Miami Dolphins are benching Tua.
Yeah.
He's not had a real good year. In fact, the last couple of years have not been real good for Tua. He had the concussion problems a year ago. Now this year, he has struggled to say the least. Through 14 games, he's throwing a career-high 15 interceptions through 14 games. Before Week 15, he hadn't thrown for more than 173 yards in a single game since Week 9. He was 6 of 10 last week, 65 yards with an interception in the ball game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So Miami out of the playoffs, and now they're going to bench Tua in favor of their rookie Quinn Ewers. He's going to start the ball game this weekend.
Yeah. Surprised it didn't happen sooner, to be honest with you. The way he's really struggled this season, and I felt like at some point, just to give Miami a glimmer of hope that they were going to be competitive this year, they would have flipped the switch. Quinn looked really good coming out of college, and of course, out of that burnt orange puke vomit crap-stained sweater of Texas University that he came from, but albeit looked like a pretty good college quarterback. So I thought he was going to make the transition a lot sooner. Tua has been garbage. Unfortunately made of glass, had obviously all those concussion issues. But that aside, when he was on the field and with a level head, still couldn't complete a level pass to save his life. So, I wasn't shocked at all. This was a move, an entire year in the making, really. I mean, if you take a look at how the season started for him, and he just never progressed, never got better, never at any point showed me a sign of this is going to be a solid starting quarterback for the future of this program. So, all right. Next man up.
Ewers' 7th round selection in this year's draft. Spent 3 seasons with Texas, 1 at Ohio State. He spent 13 of the Dolphins' first 14 games as an inactive emergency third quarterback, but was promoted to backup for the team's Week 7 game against the Cleveland Browns. He entered the game for Tua late in the fourth quarter last week, completed 5 of 8 passes for 53 yards. So he will operate as the starter for at least Sunday's game against the Bengals. Zach Wilson is going to be the backup quarterback for the Dolphins this week, and Tua will be the inactive emergency third-string quarterback. Now that leads me to this. Tua just signed a contract extension, a 4-year contract extension in 2024 of $212.1 million with the Dolphins. What were they thinking? What were the Dolphins thinking? They're signing Tua to a 4-year, $212.1 million extension back in 2024 and now they're on the ropes. Is this the last game you're going to see Tua with the Miami Dolphins?
Oh, yeah,
God,
without a doubt.
Well, you can't deal this guy with a contract like that.
Nobody wants him.
Who is Tua going to play for? He's not going anywhere to be a starting quarterback with any team in the National Football League.
No, he'll probably go down and play spring ball. My guess would be UFL, CFL, Canadian Football League, something.
But $212.1 million is his contract.
Yeah, you get to relax for a little bit. You don't have to go play. You're not going to get picked up. You're not going to continue to play. Nobody wants you at this point.
The team is going to be on the hook for a lot of that.
$212 million in today's day and age.
I know, but the salary cap, I don't know what his numbers.
Listen, it was a bad front office move. I mean, and everybody knew it was a bad front office move. And sometimes players get really rich because of bad front office moves. Ask Bobby Bonilla. It happens, but I mean, it was not a good set of eyeballs at the time. It's why Miami has continued to just meander along in terms of the AFC East arms race that's been taking shape. They're doing it slightly better than the New York Jets, but I mean, it was a bad move from a strategy standpoint, from a strategic standpoint, from a good hard eye test look at the quarterback standpoint. They saw something in Tua that didn't pan out, that didn't develop. He's not an NFL quarterback, and he's not going to be. And so, yeah, I mean, kudos to you for locking it up and you heading to the bank and talking about competitive salaries at the time. But you know, it's these people that get these landmark mega deals that shatter every previous record that had previously been set just the year before, in terms of contract salaries and in terms of numbers that are throwing. I mean, quarterbacks are making $200 million. You told me $200 million. That's on the low end for an NFL quarterback, and so yeah, he played the system right. He gets to relax. He gets to retire for a bit. Got to spend some time in the NFL, and you got to think that's the end of the Tua story. So,
yeah, Jim Schleicher's already chimed in this morning. You could replace Phillip Rivers at Indy.
No, he couldn't. I'd take Phillip Rivers in a heartbeat. Old man Phillip Rivers, 44 years old. I would still take over Tua.
He's going to be the starting quarterback for the Colts this week.
That's on the eye test. Ray Martin says the wind has a punchable face today, and I agree. I like talking about things with punchable faces.
Oh, here we go again.
It's the wind.
You were going to punch somebody in the face yesterday. Oh, the Indiana coach.
Yeah, Kirk Signetti.
You're going to punch him in the face.
Jim said he won't be golfing today either.
Oh, God. Wouldn't today be a miserable... Weather-wise, the temperature is not bad today, but, God, the winds are going to be unbelievable today.
You know who's going to probably give it a go?
Who's that?
It's nice enough. Weather's fine. Oh, it's not that windy.
Oh, Gino?
We could go golfing.
Gino's not going to play today.
Gino will do it.
Ohio University has fired their football coach, Brian Smith, for saying Smith violated his contract by engaging in serious professional misconduct and participating in activities that reflect unfavorably on the university. I like the way they word some of that crap all the time.
Man, I wish I had a lawyer that could word shit like that for me.
The school did not provide specifics on Smith's misconduct. He went 8-4 in his first regular season as the Bobcats head coach. He's been on leave since December 1st for undisclosed reasons. Defensive coordinator John Hauser was named the interim coach at Ohio when Smith was placed on leave and will lead Ohio on December 23rd in the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl against UNLV.
Scooters Coffee.
Ohio said a search for a long-term head coach will begin immediately. So, again, another coach in some hot water over something. We don't know what it is, but it's for violating his contract. by engaging in serious professional misconduct and participating in activities that reflect unfavorably on the university. Hell, that could be anything. So we don't know what it is, but they have fired their football coach at Ohio. The New York Knicks, we kind of talked about this yesterday. The New York Knicks won the NBA Cup at the midseason tournament this week. And now the Knicks say they're not going to hang the banner up at Madison Square Garden for the NBA Cup. The two past winners of the Cup, the Los Angeles Lakers and the Milwaukee Bucks, have both hung banners in their respective arenas. The Knicks are not going to put the banner up at Madison Square Garden. The Knicks haven't hung a team banner since winning the Eastern Conference in 1999. But they don't want that stupid NBA Cup banner hanging at Madison Square Garden.
I don't know. Like, it's a part of the NBA. You might as well celebrate it. It's hardware. It's a trophy. It's an opportunity to hang a banner.
Did Nebraska hang a banner for
hell yeah,
winning
NIT?
for winning the college basketball crown?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer to.
I guess I've never looked at PBA. I don't know if they hung a banner or not. So if you're not in the so-called big dance, or in this case the NBA playoffs, and you win the NBA championship, do you hang the damn banner up in your facility? The NBA Cup, the Knicks won this week. They said they're not going to hang the banner up at Madison Square Garden.
It's just like a mid-season tournament for like English soccer, and those are celebrated across the pond, and really that's kind of what the NBA tried to do with this. They wanted to provide a little like mid-season competition, but it doesn't work because you don't have like other leagues to compete with. And why it works across the pond, like for instance, Newcastle United, who plays Premier League soccer, they were participating in the Carabao Cup yesterday. The Carabao Cup is a tournament that is smack dab right in the middle of the season, but they open it up to literally all of the teams that are involved in English football, whether that be the next tier down, which is the Championship, to League One, League Two, to the National Division, and all of these teams from across the country get to participate and play and have an opportunity to slay one of the big dogs in English football. And it works because there's that watchability, because every now and then you get like a Wrexham who will come out and go toe-to-toe with Man City, and that's really entertaining stuff. But when you're just playing the same teams that you're ultimately going to be playing in the NBA postseason in July, it loses a little bit of its luster. And that's the difference to me. But I still think you hang the banner. I still think you celebrate success.
Not in this case. New York says no go on the banner. Notre Dame running back Jadarian Price, who backed up Heisman Trophy finalist Jeremiah Love the past 2 years, is skipping his senior season with the Fighting Irish to enter the 2026 NFL Draft. The Fighting Irish have not had two running backs selected in the same draft since Jerome Bettis and Reggie Brooks were picked in the first and second rounds in 1993. The Price ran 113 times for 674 yards, 11 touchdowns in 2025 after gaining 746 yards with 7 touchdowns as the Irish reached the college football playoff national championship the season before. And Price was also extremely dangerous as a kick returner, scoring 3 times on kickoff returns over the past 2 seasons. So the top 2 running backs for the Fighting Irish, adios. They're out of Notre Dame. They're going to enter the NFL draft. So we talked about it kind of yesterday. The running back draft room is going to be pretty lucrative for the upcoming draft. And now Notre Dame's Jadarian Price is adding his name to the 2026 list.
There you go. According to Google.
Yeah.
According to Google. Now this, again, Google. This is not eyewitness reports or anybody that's been to PBA. But apparently we did hang and receive a banner for the college basketball crown and have hung it. So
next time I'm in PBA, I'll
be on the lookout.
I'll look for it.
Send me a photo.
Yeah, the Knicks are not going to hang their NBA Cup banner.
70-mile-per-hour winds today. Got to save those windy days for baseball season, says Tim Stroman.
Yeah, we had some spring games last year. Maybe not 70 miles per hour, but God, I can remember a couple of days it might have been 40 or 50 that we played last spring, high school baseball. Maybe 40 or 50 mile an hour winds. Probably nothing like we're going to see today. Another news and notes thing I have on my list today. It's not on my bowl sheet. It's not on my bowl sheet, but it is on my news and notes sheet. News and notes. Former University of Alabama quarterback A.J. McCarron.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
Announced yesterday that he's ending his campaign for Lieutenant Governor of Alabama to pursue a sports-related opportunity. McCarron did not disclose the details of the new position, but said football is calling my name once again.
So, I'm going to speculate that he's going to go coach in the UFL because he had some moderate success with the St. Louis Battlehawks. A couple coaches have recently stepped down in those UFL roles. Skip and then Bob Stoops.
Yeah, Bob Stoops is finally retiring.
Stoops is saying, I'm done. I'm done with spring football. Skip Holtz says, I'm done with spring football. Ted Ginn Jr., remember the wide receiver from Ohio State, went on to have a somewhat successful NFL career, post-collegiate career, but primarily his success came in college. He has been named a head coach. I wouldn't be surprised if you see some news in the UFL today that A.J. McCarron has taken over head coaching duties. That would be the most logical step for him. Another sports-related opportunity might become the emergency backup quarterback to the Miami Dolphins after Tua completely walks away from that roster.
Yeah, maybe so. The announcement comes 2 months after McCarron announced his bid for lieutenant governor, as he led the Crimson Tide to back-to-back championships, played for the Cincinnati Bengals in the NFL. He announced in October that he was running in the Republican primary for lieutenant governor. There's been a lot of sports figures that have kind of dabbled in the political arena. Auburn University football coach Tommy Tuberville was elected to the U.S. Senate in 2020. He's now running for governor of Alabama. And former Auburn basketball coach Bruce Pearl.
Oh, yeah.
He flirted with the idea of maybe running for the Senate, but then decided against it.
He just gave the job straight to his son, right? That was like last year.
Yeah, Bruce Pearl.
He just is like basically just handed it over. It's like, I'm done. Here you go.
Yeah, he was on the staff anyway, his son. So
yeah.
Here, you take the reins of this horse. Anyway, A.J. McCarron not running for lieutenant governor in Alabama. He's got a sports-related opportunity that's coming up. So wipe his name off of the primary election ballot, lieutenant governor down in Alabama.
I was really locked in and focused on that race. Sports is better than politics, so smart move, AJ.
College football bowl action last night.
Get your bull sheet out.
All right, here we go. I've got my bowl sheet right here. Last night, Old Dominion beat South Florida 24-10 in the Staff DNA Cure Bowl. Meanwhile, in the 68 Ventures Bowl last night, Delaware.
The Blue Hens.
The Delaware Blue Hens.
The Blue Hens.
They were bowl winners. They beat Louisiana last night 20-13 in that 68 Ventures Bowl. Tonight, bowl activity continues. You've got the Xbox Bowl.
Let's go Bears.
Missouri State
Let's go.
against Arkansas State. Kickoff will be at 8 o'clock on ESPN2.
Oh, I can't wait to stay up for the Xbox Bowl. Missouri State Bears.
And against Arkansas State, didn't that a team that Nebraska played? Not last year, but year
a couple of years ago, probably.
Yeah, a couple years ago. Arkansas State.
Yeah, I mean, fun in the fact that like Missouri and Arkansas have a rivalry, and here you have Missouri State and Arkansas State. Missouri State, of course, out of Springfield, playing their first year of college eligibility in D1 ranks, out of the CUSA, Conference USA. Interestingly enough, same place where Delaware came out of was the CUSA and Division I football. Delaware, the Blue Hens, the home of the Fighting Joe Flaccos.
Oh, God.
So Delaware picking up a bowl victory. Hope Missouri State can do the same. That'd be so much fun.
Is that where Flacco went, Delaware?
Yeah.
The Blue Hens?
Yeah.
What you just rattled off there in the last 30 seconds is information that I'll never use again.
I know. And it's information that just sticks in here. Like, there's plenty of room in this brain for, like, math and sciences and chemistry and all of these things that could have made me, like, really smart and rich. But no, my brain chooses to hold on to, like, the most random facts about small Division I universities playing in conferences that you've never heard of with alumni. This is the way my brain operates.
Missouri State and Arkansas State tonight.
Missouri State from Springfield, Arkansas State from Jonesboro.
Xbox Bowl. Kickoff at 8 o'clock tonight, ESPN2.
Where's it at?
I don't know where the Xbox Bowl is. My bowl sheet doesn't give locations.
The Ford Center at the Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas.
Really?
Where the hell do they come up with some of these names for the stadiums? The Ford Center at the Star.
Down in Frisco, Texas.
Whatever happened to, like, Memorial Field and...
What happened to the Frisco Bowl?
That's later on down the line.
Is that going to be played at this same stadium? I'm looking for the Frisco Bowl.
Unless the Xbox Bowl took the name of the Frisco Bowl.
I think it
did. No, here it is. Frisco Bowl. You just talked about it. Ohio.
Oh, the Frisco Bowl.
Ohio's playing in the Frisco Bowl.
Yeah, so this is the Xbox Bowl in Frisco, Texas. So, hell, they get 2 bowl games down there?
Yeah, they split at the same spot. Frisco Bowl also played at the Ford Center at the Star in Frisco, Texas.
All right, so that's tonight's bowl game.
Stupid name for a stadium.
Who do you like, Missouri State or Arkansas State?
I mean, listen, this would be one that I pick with my heart and not my head. I have no clue on either of the teams. Since Dakota's not the offensive coordinator for Arkansas State, I can safely say that I'm going to be cheering for the Bears tonight.
Tomorrow, on a Friday, college football playoff starts tomorrow night.
Playoff?
Playoff.
Talking about playoff? Playoff?
Yeah, the college football playoff.
Playoff?
Oklahoma's going to play Alabama tomorrow night.
That'll be a fun game.
And then the 2 bowl games on tap tomorrow night. Why do they put... Now, this is stupid. Why...
No, it's...
The college football playoff gets underway tomorrow night, and you've got also 2 bowl games.
They're not competing.
Hopefully these are afternoon games.
Yeah, we have one that's at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Wow. Is that the Myrtle Beach Bowl?
That is the Myrtle Beach Bowl with the Kennesaw State Owls from Kennesaw, Georgia. Not to be confused with Kennesaw, Nebraska. We don't have a college. It's Kennesaw, Georgia, taking on Western Michigan from Kalamazoo in the MAC conference.
Then you got the Gasparilla Bowl. North Carolina State against Memphis.
I don't need to go into weird details about those schools. We already know those schools.
And then the first round playoff game between Oklahoma and Alabama. The other 3 first-round playoff games going to be held on Saturday. Texas A&M against Miami of Florida. Ole Miss against Tulane. And Oregon against James Madison.
They're making us get up early. That's
Early
an 11 o'clock kickoff for a college football playoff game.
For Saturday.
A&M and Miami. Kegs, eggs, and football. Let's do this.
That'll be the 11 o'clock game. Then Ole Miss and Tulane after that.
2:30.
And Oregon and James Madison at night.
God, some of those are going to be fun games. I'm looking forward to some of that.
All right, so, yeah, that kind of snuck up on everybody. First round of the college football playoffs are this weekend.
Also, are we in the semifinals for D2? Or I guess I shouldn't say D2. Now the subdivision for college football?
Yeah, I think we're in the semifinals.
Semis, right? Montana takes on Montana State. Somebody from Montana is going to the FCS championship.
Wow.
Meanwhile, Illinois State takes on Villanova.
All right, so that's kind of what's on tap for college football. 7:31, waking up with Mike and Tyson here this morning. This is Extreme Sports Huddle Up. Again, if you'd like to chime in, something that we've talked about today so far, give us a call. Hamilton Telecommunications fan line, 402-834-1330, 402-834-1330. Like to leave us a message on our social media sites. We're monitoring those comments as well. So you can drop us a message. We'll get to those
come up
here.
with a blazing 5 tomorrow with some of those bowl games.
Yeah, I can't wait. We're going to have to use them.
We don't have to use them, but...
Unless you've got 5 strong plays in the NFL.
I went that route last weekend, and I went 4-1 by going all NFL.
Yeah, so you could bypass all the bowl games we just talked about.
You technically could.
Yep.
But what's the fun in that? I mean, you got to dig to the bowl sheet at least once, right?
Yeah, you got to dabble. You got to dabble in the bowl sheet.
The 20.5 line kind of jumps out at me right now. The Oregon as a 20.5 point favorite. Now, yeah, I can see it.
Oregon's a 20.5 point favorite
against James Madison. Here's one that I'll tell you right now. If this line stays like this, I'm going to lock it in. The minute that we get done with the show, I'm locking it in on my picks. I'm taking Tulane at plus 17.5.
Yeah, Ole Miss has got all that stuff with their coaching staff down there. Coach is gone. Assistant coaches were gone, and now they're back. So, Ole Miss.
But it's also one of those lines that's like a 17.5 point line is like Vegas knows something, right?
Yep.
And the entire public would be swayed to believe that with all of the coaching turmoil that Ole Miss
is not ready for this game.
Is on the ropes, right? Like they come in on the ropes. And that would be like common logic.
So everybody would be betting Tulane.
And then Vegas throws out a 17.5 point line. Like it makes me think that they just know something.
Ole Miss. Bet Ole Miss. What's the line on Texas A&M Miami?
3.5. A&M is the favorite by 3.5, and then you've got Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, as a 1.5 point favorite against the Crimson Tide.
All right, so you won't be able to put that in your Blazing 5. You could put the other games in your Blazing 5.
Why can't we put Oklahoma?
Because that's tonight.
Friday.
That's tomorrow night. That's tomorrow night.
Hello.
You could put Oklahoma in there.
Go back to your bullshit.
My bullshit has all the information I need.
Keep that with you at all times.
My bullshit.
You cannot deviate from the bullshit.
Yeah, because it gives me all the bullshit information I need. See? All of my news and notes on the bullshit.
We're having too much fun.
All right. I was going to get into the news break 4 minutes ago. 7:34. Let's get a quick news update here on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
As noted earlier, an electric distribution crew has responded at 12:42 this morning to an outage affecting the northern edge of Hastings. There was a pole fire at 70th and Osborne. Crews continue to work on repairs. Power has already been restored for several of the affected customers. Meanwhile, Nebraska is set to become the first state in the nation to implement federal Medicaid work requirements. Governor Jim Pillen announcing the plan yesterday, saying, quote, able-bodied adults ages 19 to 64 on Medicaid must complete at least 80 hours per month of work, school, or community service to keep benefits under the new rules that were passed this year in the One Big Beautiful Bill thing. Officials say exemptions will apply for vulnerable populations, and the policy aims to encourage employment and community participation. Critics warn that it could add administrative hurdles and risk coverage losses for eligible Nebraskans. Meanwhile, in the courts, Nebraska State Senator Dan McEwen has changed his plea to not guilty on a disturbing the peace charge that has been tied to an alleged groping incident at a legislative party earlier this year. McEwen initially attempted a no contest plea, but a judge then required his in-person court appearance. So now McEwen faces a court date on January 26th. The charges stem from allegations that McEwen made inappropriate contact with a legislative staffer at a Lincoln Country Club event. Governor Jim Pillen has called for his resignation. McEwen has refused, and Nebraska Lawmakers Executive Committee has also recommended his expulsion from the legislature. So that mess, far from being over. 7:36, we'll head over to the East Side Studios. Mike, what's going down in sports?
4 Nebraska volleyball players were named to the American Volleyball Coaches Association All-American teams yesterday. Andy Jackson, Harper Murray, and Bergen Riley were selected to the first team. Rebecca Aulich was chosen to the second team. Murray and Riley are now 3-time AVCA All-Americans, but both earned first-team honors for the first time in their careers. Jackson earned a second straight nod in the first team, while Aulich was named an All-American for the first time. The Nebraska baseball team will open the season at the MLB Desert Invitational for the second consecutive season. This year's event is scheduled for February 13th through the 16th. Huskers begin the season against UConn and Northeastern. The Huskies were 38-21 last year, while Northeastern went 49-11 and actually earned the number 2 seed in the Tallahassee Regional. Nebraska will finish off that invitational with games against Grand Canyon and Stanford. Grand Canyon was 31-27 last year. Stanford was 27-25. Nebraska running back Emmett Johnson continues to add to his list of postseason awards. Yesterday, Johnson was named a first-team All-American, all-purpose running back by the Sporting News. Johnson rushed for 1,451 yards this year and caught 46 passes for 370 yards. Hastings College women's basketball team hit 45% of their shots last night and forced 42 turnovers en route to a 100-58 win over the College of St. Mary's last night in Omaha. Broncos jumped out to a 14-2 lead, never trailed in the game, led at halftime 57-29. Mariah Vila led the way with 23 points. Bailey Kissinger had 16. Macy Bryant 15. Addison Monerick had 13. Hastings is now 9-4 in the season. They'll play Nebraska Wesleyan on Monday at noon. We'll have the game here on Extreme Sports, beginning with the pregame show at 11:45. Hastings College men's basketball team, they'll continue their Texas road trip today with a game against Texas Wesleyan at 2 in Fort Worth, Texas. The Broncos lost to Houston Tillotson 83-67 on Tuesday to fall to 2-11 on the season. The Creighton men's basketball team opened up the conference season last night with a 98-57 win over Xavier. Creighton is now 6-5 on the season. The Creighton women, they beat Omaha last night 92-48. That's a check in your sports headlines at 7:39 on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones. Cooler weather over the next 24 hours and obviously very strong winds with the high wind warning in effect until 6 o'clock today. Could see some patchy blowing dust as well. 30 to 40 mile per hour winds out of the northwest with gusts up to 60 miles per hour are possible. The winds will start to back off through the evening and overnight with an overnight low of 19 degrees. 38's the high, by the way, on Thursday. 53 and sunny on Friday, still kind of breezy, and 40s through the weekend.
Going to be a beautiful day today. West winds at 17 miles per hour. Cloudy skies 39 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
I'm John Butler, funeral director and owner at Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center in Hastings.
And I'm Nikki Butler, the Advanced Funeral Planning Specialist. Whether you choose a traditional service, cremation, or a unique memorial service, our experienced staff is here to help guide you through every step. Visit us at lbvfh.com to learn more about our services and how we can support you.
Livingston Butler Volland Funeral Home and Cremation Center. We are here when your need is greatest.
Hamilton has been providing IT solutions for businesses across the state of Nebraska for more than 3 decades. We know that Nebraska businesses are a driving force of support for the communities in which we live and work. We keep them connected and protected by delivering cybersecurity, hosted phones, and managed IT. We are grateful to be part of our Nebraska communities and to support their technology needs.
Get ready for the ultimate trivia experience with Extreme Sports Trivia. Play from anywhere at home, on the go, or at your favorite bar or restaurant. Compete live against players from all over in real time, answering questions across categories like sports, pop culture, Marvel, and more. Want to see how you stack up? Track your progress with live leaderboards and aim for the top spot. It's free, fun, and super easy to play. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today at extremesports.com trivia and start playing now. And keep an eye out. We're coming soon to a bar or restaurant near you.
Mike Wells, Heinz and Bronick with you. It's a Huddle Up on Extreme Sports for this Thursday. By the way, the NCAA volleyball semifinals are scheduled for tonight at the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City. First game tonight, 5:30. Pittsburgh will play Texas A&M, followed by Kentucky against Wisconsin at 8. Both games tonight on ESPN. 2 winners will play for the national championship Sunday on ABC. Volleyball Final Four tonight in Kansas City. A lot of tickets on sale in the state of Nebraska.
Did you see the Pitt coach making an appeal to anybody from the Husker fan base that was still going to go down to Kansas City anyway? It was basically making an appeal to cheer for Pitt tonight. And he had made several reasons. He was like, our setter for Pitt is from Lincoln. We have both blue-collar communities. He rattled off several reasons as to the similarities between Pitt and Nebraska and why Nebraska fans should cheer for Pitt. And the comment section was like, "You're playing Trev Alberts. Of course we're cheering for you." We don't need another reason. You're playing Texas A&M. We hate them. So you have our graces. Ultimately, yeah, I think Pitt and Kentucky are going to come out of that Final Four. Again, I say that knowing that Wisconsin is going to be a formidable foe for the Kentucky Wildcats. But I put eyeballs on Kentucky way back in August, and I said, man, if that's not the second best team in the country, I don't know who is. I think Kentucky and Pitt come away from their respective sides, and then Kentucky ultimately hoisting the crown. That is my new revised Final Four pick. I will have you know that I got 3 of 4 on my volleyball bracket for the Final Four. I got 3 of 4.
Yeah, I didn't fill out a volleyball bracket.
The one I missed was Nebraska, obviously.
Yeah.
But I had a pretty clean bracket. And so I hope that translates into the basketball season. It probably won't. But yeah, on the volleyball side, I locked down the three of the 4.
All right, so you got volleyball tonight on ESPN. Then you got that bowl game, according to my bowl sheet.
I am so sick of your bullshit.
Oh, we still got a lot more to go.
Oh, come on. That was a joke.
The Xbox Bowl.
You missed the joke.
Is on ESPN2. You're tired of my bull? Oh, yeah, I got that. Tired of my bullshit. Nebraska, speaking of bowls, we're getting ready to play in a bowl game. According to my bowl sheet, it's going to be on December the 31st out in Las Vegas. We're playing Utah. Do you see the point spread went up to 16.5?
Ouch. That was after the Royal news, I'm sure.
I don't know when it was.
Yep.
But
because it was 14.5.
Yeah, it opened up at 14.5. I just looked before we went on the show this morning. 16.5 now. Utah's favored over Nebraska. God, I can't remember when we were a 16.5 point underdog to anybody.
No.
Yes. I don't think we were this season, were we?
Not this season, but like the last couple of years.
Well, yeah, the last couple of years, and we weren't very good.
When we were awful, yeah.
We were awful.
Yeah, this is not unfamiliar territory.
But I think since Matt's been here, I don't know if we've been a 16.5 point underdog to anybody, have we? Maybe when Scott was here, we were probably 16.5 point dogs.
I don't know. Year one, I think, with Michigan.
Ooh, I don't know. 16.5.
Well, no, we were like 16.5 point dogs, but I think we played them to that one possession game, and that started to make Vegas more aware that we were going to be a competitive football team, and we started to see more reasonable spreads from that point forward. But
maybe somebody knows, somebody's in the betting world can pass that along. When was the last time Nebraska was let's say a 15 point underdog in a football game? Anyway, while you look at that, I'll bring you some some audio from Matt Rule. He talked about Utah yesterday. The Utes, as the Huskers will face Utah in the Las Vegas Bowl.
Yeah, I would say that if you're sitting on the outside, probably a lot of people won't give us much of a chance. You know, the thing I'll say is we have a good football team. And we wish we'd have beat Michigan and USC. We have to try to improve. We fell apart at the end of the year for a lot of different reasons. And I think I did an admirable job of coming out and saying, hey, put that on me. I've gone out, whether it's internally that people don't know about or externally, making some staff changes to try to get over the hump on that for next year. But I think we're going to play really well. Our guys want to be in the game. They see, Texas A&M went to the game last year, and even though I think they ended up losing to USC, they ended up having a really good season. USC went to the game. They ended up finishing 9-3 this year. This is a great springboard into taking the program to another level. And we don't want to end the season on defense the way we did. Phil Snow, I've been with Coach Snow a long time. Like, he's not going to tolerate giving up 40 points. Now, if they're that much better than us, then we'll just go back to the drawing board this offseason, and we'll hit the portal. We'll develop our players, and we'll try to get better for next year. But I think you're going to see our team play, and I think you're going to see our team compete. We know what it's like to play in the Big Ten. We know how hard it is. And, we faced 4 ranked teams. We didn't beat those ranked teams. Utah faced 2 ranked teams. They didn't beat those 2 ranked teams. And so they're a ranked team. Congratulations to them. We'll have to go play them, and we'll have to go battle them. It's a great opportunity for us to finish the season on a high note. And I have the utmost respect for them. And you're right. Their offense is dynamic. They score 40 points against everybody. So what a great opportunity for our defense to right some wrongs and go out there and try to stop the run and make some plays on defense.
And Nebraska will have to try to win a game without our running back, Emmett Johnson. He's declared for the NFL draft. He won't be available for the bowl game on December the 31st against Utah. Coach says they got a couple of running backs just waiting in the wings, though.
Yeah, I think if you asked every guy on our team what they think about Mekhi Nelson and Isaiah Mosey, I think they would say it's kind of like a ticking time bomb, right? Like, they've been waiting for their opportunity to explode. Emmett had an amazing year. He also, he had a very fortunate year in that he never got banged up. He never got dinged. It's a credit to him. And, just to be clear, when Emmett says, hey, I'm going to go to the NFL, I get up and hug him. When Emmett says, hey, I'm not going to play in the bowl game, I'm going to start training, I say, absolutely, no worries. Because we also know what we have in that room. And every time Mosey got in, every time Mackay got in, they made a play. And that's really what we need on offense. We need playmakers, right? We need a great system, a great scheme, but you need guys who take a ball like Emma did for a 4-yard gain and turn it into a 40-yard gain. And so I think it'll be a lot of fun for Husker fans to see these guys, see what we see at practice all the time. There's no doubt in my mind that these guys can do it, and it'll be a real. Utah's a great team. Obviously we're down one lineman, but it's a great opportunity for Tyler Canuck to go back and play in his against his home team and his old team, and these backs are going to play really well.
All right, that's the latest comments from Matt Rule as we continue to get ready for Utah.
There you go.
Dennis has chimed in on our social media sites. He says, last year we were a 20-point underdog to Ohio State.
25.5 to be exact was how that game went off.
25.5? We were underdogs last year to Ohio State?
Yeah, before we played them to a one-possession game. However, if we move along, the fifth double-digit margin of victory. Oh man, my screen is wigging out. 15 points or greater. That was a game against Michigan back on November 12th of 2022. I told you about that one. We were a historic 31-point underdog for that game.
Against Michigan?
Against Michigan. That was back in 2022. The last time that I can see us as a double-digit underdog for a bowl game, go back to 1993 when we played Florida State. Charlie Ward, Dunn, that 93 team.
Yeah.
Remember when we lost by a field goal in that game and a phantom block in the back call? We were a 21-point dog against the Seminoles, and we lost 18-16 in the Orange Bowl.
All right. Now, this is some useful information we dug up today.
It is.
Good job by our research staff. You and me and Dennis. Good job.
Also, I don't know that. Oh, there it is. Yep. Okay. Yep. 25.5. Yep. Perfect.
25.5 against Ohio State last year.
Yep.
Then you dug up those
31 point dog.
And our last bowl game that we were that big of an underdog was 1999.
1993.
1993. Anyway, we're 16.5-point underdogs to Utah. According to my bowl sheet, that'll be on December 31st in the afternoon, New Year's Eve.
There you go.
Yeah, we're probably not working New Year's Eve, are we?
Woohoo!
I got a basketball game New Year's Eve. I might let you off.
And then just, for S's and G's, like we're not coming back for one day, right?
What, on New Year's Eve?
No, the day after New Year's Day, January 2nd. It's a Friday.
Yeah, we're not working that.
Like we extend that weekend.
Yeah, we're probably going to have some. You're probably not going to hear us a lot here in the next couple of weeks.
My paycheck's going to be light. Wait, we get holiday pay, right?
I'm working on the bookkeeper to see if we can get a day off, and now you're going to ask her to give you holiday pay?
It's holiday pay.
We didn't get holiday pay at the previous job you and I both worked at.
Well, that's the extreme sports difference.
God. 7:53, waking up with Mike and Tyson this morning.
Baby, you dodged that question. You booked right out of that question. You're like, all right, next topic.
I've got to talk to the bookkeeper.
I got to move on.
Yeah, 7:53, waking up with Mike and Tyson. It's a Huddle Up on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning news update on Extreme Sports.
All right, news update today brought to you by Holiday Pay. Holiday Pay, it's the right thing to do. An electric distribution crew responded at 12:42 this morning to an outage affecting the northern edge of Hastings. There was a pole fire at 70th and Osborne. Crews continue to work on repairs. Power has already been restored for several of the affected customers. Meanwhile, at the state capitol, Nebraska is set to become the first state in the nation to implement federal Medicaid work requirements. Oh, baby. Governor Jim Pillen announcing the plan yesterday, saying able-bodied adults 19 to 64 on Medicaid must complete at least 80 hours per month of work, school, or community service to keep benefits under the new rules that were passed this year in the One Big Beautiful Bill. Officials say the exemptions will apply to vulnerable populations, and the policy aims to encourage employment and community participation. Critics warn that it could add administrative hurdles and risk coverage losses for eligible Nebraskans. Meanwhile, in the courts, Nebraska State Senator Dan McEwen has changed his plea to not guilty on a disturbing the peace charge tied to an alleged groping incident at a legislative party earlier this year. McEwen initially attempted a no contest plea, but a judge required his in-person court appearance. McEwen now faces a court date on January 26th. The charges stem from allegations that McEwen made inappropriate contact with the legislative staffer at his Lincoln Country Club event. Governor Jim Pillen has called for his resignation. McEwen has refused. Nebraska lawmakers, the executive committee, even recommended his expulsion from the Nebraska legislature, which could come when the legislature reconvenes in January. It is now 7:56. We will swing things over your way, Mike. What's going down in sports?
Play UConn and Northeastern, in addition to Grand Canyon and Stanford. Hastings College women's basketball team, they go on the road last night into Omaha. They forced 42 turnovers, and they beat the College of St. Mary's 100-58 last night. Broncos are now 9-4 on the season. They're going to play Nebraska Wesleyan on Monday at noon. We'll have the game on Extreme Sports. Pre-game show will be at 11:45 on Monday. Hastings College men will continue their Texas road trip today with a game against Texas Wesleyan. 2 o'clock starting time down in Fort Worth. Broncos lost to Houston Tillotson 83-67 on Tuesday to fall to 2-11 in the season. The Creighton men opened up the conference season last night by beating Xavier 98-57. Austin Swartz had a career-high 27 points for the Jays. It was the largest home loss in Xavier history. Creighton is now 6-5. They'll host Marquette on Saturday. Creighton women, they beat Omaha last night, 92-48. That's a check in your sports headlines at 7:58 on Extreme Sports.
It's time for a morning weather update on Extreme Sports with Chief Meteorologist Tim Jones.
Cooler weather over the next 24 hours and obviously very strong winds with the high wind warning in effect until 6 o'clock today. Could see some patchy blowing dust as well. 30 to 40 mile per hour winds out of the northwest with gusts up to 60 miles per hour are possible. The winds will start to back off through the evening and overnight with an overnight low of 19 degrees. 38's the high, by the way, on Thursday. 53 and sunny on Friday, still kind of breezy, and 40s through the weekend.
Right now we have west winds at 17. Cloudy skies, it is 39 in Hastings at Extreme Sports.
Need a Christmas gift that'll actually get a smile and taste better than socks? Give them a Let Us gift card available at the winery. Hey, beginning January, our winter hours are Saturday only, 11:30 through 9 p.m. Have a Merry Christmas.
Conant Auto Care is the trusted name in automotive repair and maintenance services in Hastings. We're a gold-certified Napa Auto Care Center. Our ASE-certified technicians have the Blue Seal of Excellence, receive continuous training, and are committed to providing the best service your vehicle can get. Whether it's preventative maintenance, major repairs, or just an oil change, Connet Auto Care is here for you.
Get ready for the ultimate trivia experience with Extreme Sports Trivia. Play from anywhere at home, on the go, or at your favorite bar or restaurant. Compete live against players from all over in real time, answering questions across categories like sports, pop culture, Marvel, and more. Want to see how you stack up? Track your progress with live leaderboards and aim for the top spot. It's free, fun, and super easy to play. So what are you waiting for? Sign up today at extremesports.com trivia and start playing now. And keep an eye out. We're coming soon to a bar or restaurant near you.
All right, Mike Will, Tyson Erbronic with you. It's a Thursday morning here. Going to have the Blazing 5 picks tomorrow on the show at 7:30. Back to the Blazing 5. After 2 weeks of being the Frozen 5, we're back to the Blazing 5 this week.
Going green.
So I'll be going tomorrow at 7:30.
Riding the wave, going green. Give me that 17.5-point line. I will take that. I am going to give you a sneak peek of my picks on this show today.
You're going to take Tulane?
I'm going to call for the upset special, the Tulane Green Wave.
Yeah, they're going to give you 17.5 points in a playoff game.
All day long. I recognize on this show that that's a trap. And I recognize the trap, and I see the trap, and yet here I go walking towards the trap going, I wonder if this is a trap. Let's see. And we fall into the trap.
Even a day early you're doing that. You got all day to ponder your selections for tomorrow.
If I spend all day, then I go to shit. So I just need to gut feel and go. Gut feel and go.
Yeah, I'm going to get my bullshit out. I'll get my bullshit out and see if I can make some selections for this weekend.
Bullshit and bull stats.
Get ready for the NFL. A lot of the teams are playing for nothing this weekend.
Not a lot of the teams. Just because your team is mathematically eliminated from playoff contention doesn't mean you have to lump the rest of us as, football season's over. This is boring. Bring on NASCAR. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me 4 weeks before the NFL season ends just because you're not in the playoffs for the first time in, I don't know, ever.
A lot of teams are eliminated from playoff contention.
A few of the teams.
Miami is. Without
Tua. They don't have a quarterback.
Yeah, without Tua. Yeah, I don't even know who the Chiefs play this week because I'm not interested anymore.
Buddy.
Yeah, I can't tell you who the Chiefs play this week.
To be fair, I'd do the same if Buffalo wasn't in the playoffs, but at the same time...
Can you look up and see who the Chiefs play this week?
I don't... It's Raiders, isn't it?
No, Raiders
that's
is the last
next
game.
Week.
Raiders is the last game of the season.
Hell, I don't know. It was that team you thought you had a good chance to beat.
Is it Houston?
No, you already lost to them.
Who do we play?
Hold on.
Come on, time.
It's Tennessee.
Oh, with Gardner Minshew, we get to start Gardner Minshew as our quarterback this week.
Tennessee's only a 3-point dog. That's how far you've fallen. Tennessee.
We're a 3-point favorite over Tennessee this week.
Over the 2-12 Titans.
God, we have fallen on hard times.
I mean, Gardner Minshew is your starting quarterback.
It is. At least for this week.
Jesus, I'd go get Tua.
We can't absorb that contract. Gardner Minshew gonna lead the Chiefs.
I miss you.
That's at Tennessee too, isn't it?
Yeah. That's in Nashville.
So then we got Tennessee. Who else did Chiefs play this year? The Raiders.
Raiders.
Is that it?
I don't know. You're the Chiefs.
No,
fan.
this is week 16.
This is week
16 starts tonight.
We played 14 games.
Yeah, but everybody gets to bye. So
yeah.
This is week 16 tonight. Rams and the Seahawks will kick her off at 7:15 tonight on Prime.
There's got to be like one more left for you. We play 18.
18 weeks we play. But I think only 17 games. We got the Raiders the last game of the season.
All right, now we're getting into math, and I don't want to math, so.
All right, so we played Tennessee this week. Bottom line is, I don't even know who the Chiefs were playing this week. That's how I've fallen out of the NFL.
There's a big matchup in the NFC South this weekend. Carolina and Tampa.
Oh, yeah, that's a good game.
Currently tied for first in the NFC South standings.
I think Green Bay and Chicago. No, they played last week.
Somebody from the NFC South is going to go to the playoffs. That's disgusting.
Yep.
The Rams have 11 wins. The Seahawks have 11 wins. The Niners have 10 wins. The Packers have 9 wins. The Bears have 10 wins. And somebody from the NFC South is going to go to the postseason.
All right.
Add that to my things to bitch about tomorrow.
All right, we got to get out of here. Thanks for joining us. If you'd like to listen to the show again, you can just download the podcast section and listen to the show again. Make plans to be here again tomorrow morning at 7. Huddle up on Extreme Sports. Have yourself a great day.
You've been listening to Huddle Up on Extreme Sports, Central Nebraska's new home for sports. Join us every week